Very much welcome. Taj 777 presents World Super T10 Cricket League powered by Gulf Ticket. We have match number 28 between Blazing Bears, who are sponsored by D247, versus Solid Sharks, who are sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. First up there, we gotta go and check the pitch report with Peter Ongondo.
777 presenting World Super T10 Cricket League powered by Gulf Ticket. This is match number 28. Blazing Bears D247 versus Solid Sharks powered by Cricket Trust of India. We'll go straight to the pitch report. If you look at the pitch today, you'll see a lot of cover. This grass cover will be very fiery today. The pace bowlers will get something out of this. I think the ball will come straight to the bat. We'll not see any low bounce today. So if the batsman like to pull and cut, they'll get runs on this. But if you get a fiery bowlers, this is the pitch to play on. This is a wicket that bowlers have to explore.
You have heard there for a former paceman, and straight away we move to the toss.
This is the toss for the Taj 77 World Super T10 Cricket League between Blazing Bears powered by D247 versus Solid Sharks powered by Cricket Trust of India. Blazing Bears are home, so they'll toss. Solid Sharks will call it. Heads is the call, and heads it is from Solid Sharks. What are you gonna do?
I think I'll be batting first because for the day we started playing here, I've been bowling. So as a team, we have decided to try a new thing and give a challenge to our bowlers. So I think it's good we bat today.
There you have it. What is the change in your team?
No changes from today. Yeah.
So Solid Sharks keeping the same team. They've decided to bat first. A good toss to win or a good toss to lose?
We were looking actually to bowl first, so it's a good toss to win.
Okay, that's it. Also, Blazing Bears were looking to bowl first. So match number 28, Solid Sharks winning the toss and electing to bat first.
So match number 2, toss done. It's action time. Solid Sharks, who have won the toss and opted to bat first. Big game today. Path Patel leading again. Alvin, Anudeep, Brian Lukavu, good form. Duncan Harambe, John Ivayo, Kevin Nganga, Ken Mwangi, Richard Onyango, Stephen Odhiambo is back. Teddy Mwavali. That makes the 11 for the Blazing Bears. For Solid Sharks, Joseph Masharia, Alex Hungi, Anthony Ndungu, Brian Okoth, James Butatila is back again. John Kagudi, Joram Kabi, Ryan Omondi, Stanley Ocheng, Stephen Dedan, then the inform Stian Smith. Just a confirmation there. Path Patel leading the Blazing Bears. Again, it's Solid Sharks led by Joseph Masharia. Two teams there. They have played good cricket today. Gonna wait and see who separates boys from men. Sia Smith has been in good form. Brian Lukavu has been in good form. Path Patel has been consistent. Joseph Masharia has been entertaining. Two teams that has brought joy, entertainment galore. As we look at two umpires, that is Nicholas Otieno on your left and Joseph Somba, the local boy. Whenever Somba walks in, the clapping and the sounds of all the support system here goes a notch higher as we see the Blazing Bears outfit led by Path Patel getting smart and ready. They're gonna have to deal with Stian Smith, who has steered his team all the way throughout the tournament. Once he joined the team, the Solid Sharks looks a different unit. And today, again, He's the man they are looking for, and he is the man who, whenever he gets a good start, Solid Sharks ends up on top of the game. Welcome, Peter, for the match number 28.
Different game altogether. Top of the table clash. Blazing Bears on the top of the table. Solid Sharks second. This is going to separate them today so that we know who will end up at the top of the table after the second round, before the qualifiers, before the eliminators. Who's gonna change it? We have Stanley Ocheng with Sian Smith taking on Blazing Bears captain Path Patel.
See everybody marking their run-up. It's gonna be Path Patel coming from the pavilion end. Look at the field placing there. This time, Peter, the field placing has been put. It's for you to watch it down. Still, you're going to have and wait and see whether your favorite position will be blocked. They still have mid on up, have their strategy. But again, one leg and third man in place. One slip. Got the cover point. Extra cover. Mid off, mid on. Good. Kevin at mid wicket. Our third umpire is Charles Karaoke Mwangi. TV umpire is Dennis Angara. Here we go. Full toss. Dispatched. One bounce for 4 for a golf ticket 4. What a way to start for Stanley Ocheng.
Superb. Loser from Path Patel. He doesn't do that a lot. Fast ball. Didn't pitch. Ocheng said, thank you very much. And it went all the way to a one bounce golf ticket 4.
Fast ball hit your area, Peter.
You have to be warm and ready for your fast ball. But again, if they had somebody on long on, Jimmy said every day, start with the long on. The Bidon still up. Fast ball straight to where we said there should be a long on. They do that every day here. Sofa has come back and bowled 2 dot balls. Running in again. Well played there by Stanley. Gets a single to give it to Stian Smith. That is the boy. The shoulders of Stian Smith has to carry Solid Sharks through. They know he's capable. He has done it before. He has started again with a flick to a golf ticket 4. That's the way he does it. And it doesn't stop till you get him out. And Solid Sharks will be hoping he stays there longer so that they see the score on the board.
Normally, Path Patel, very economical. Today he's against Solid Shark batsmen who are looking good. Over number 1 not yet done. Again, Steve Smith. Tries to go big. Good comeback there by Parth Patel. The captain conceding 2 golf ticket fours.
Yes, captain always economical, giving away 9. I don't feel it's very bad. Jimmy came back. He's given away 2 boundaries, but still went away with 3 dot balls in that over.
Still have Joseph Masharia for Solid Sharks to come. Alex Kiungi got a very good balanced batting unit. They have been working very hard under the leadership of Quinta Abel in support with their batting consultant. That is Giorgio Ino Kamangu. These Solid Sharks boys have shown tremendous improvement both with the bat and ball. Now up front, they are facing Kelvin Nganga, the leading wicket taker. Bowling from the tennis court end. Played towards backward point for a single. Stian Smith on strike. Kevin Mwangi, not an easy bowler to handle.
Thank you, sir.
A very smart cricketer. He understands his bowling. He has good variations. He's gonna have to come and bowl his off spinners. Today he's facing the tall young Stian Smith. Stian Smith goes for that big drive. Kevin Mwangi. He bowls different kind of balls, different batsmen. And here, he's not coming close to where Stian Smith wants. If you come on Stian Smith's pads, you disappear.
Big contest here. Kelvin Nganga, clever bowler. He knows where to keep him quiet. He'll have to find another way to go for it.
Oi!
Just check where Kelvin Nganga is pitching that. Very hard to dispatch from outside of stump.
Oh yeah.
Again he goes wide. Improvisation needed from Stian Smith. Is he going to improvise?
Oi!
Disappointed with that, Stian. But nothing he can do about it.
He likes the ball coming onto the bat. It's 2 overs gone and 10 runs on the board. Kevin Nganga just giving away a single. 5 dot balls in a row. Keeping Stian Smith quiet. He's top of the table, Blazing Bears versus Solid Sharks. The 2 top teams so far want to consolidate their positions. Someone has to finish second. As we see Kevin Mwangi. Ken Mwangi, I beg your pardon. 4 for 28, his best bowling figures. 3 wickets haul once. Leading the pace attack. He's coming against Stanley Ochen, who is batting on 6. 5 balls. Again, balls nice and full. Good athletic fielding there. Peter, they're looking. We've seen the conditions here changing. The weather looks a bit gloomy. Outfield has slowed down a bit. Wicket is fresh. How do you think it's gonna go, Peter?
This, as I said, Seamers will get something out of this wicket. The batsman have to look for a way to dispatch the ball. You have to be flexible. You have to invent ways of getting them out of line. But whatever you do, you have to try and get the runs.
Long on now in place, Peter.
Yes, after the first ball went four at the same place. And they're only putting it there for Sian Smith. It's back in for Stanley. Great ball there. But Empire thinks that's too wide.
Once again, it's World Super T10 Cricket League, powered by Gulf Cricket. We on match number 28. Solid Sharks winning the toss and electing to bat first. Driven down the ground, big outside the edge, not where he intended. When back to the third man. Good work there by the third man fielder. They come back for a second. Stanley Ocheng looking good. Kevin Mwangi not giving anything away. He still have 3 balls to come before the end of power play. We have seen how useful. Well driven down the ground. Chase on here. And Noop going for it. He's gonna try and retrieve. Good work down there. Good teamwork. Alvin Obai with the throw. But the batsman come back for a third one. As we look at it. It's Stanley Ocheng, who is now on 11. Current run rate is 6.75. 18 for no loss. 2 balls to come.
Yes, unlike Sian Smith with 8 balls for 5 runs. The runs are always above the balls he has faced. But he'll repair that. Because I know if he settles, he'll dispatch it.
They are here. They know how crucial he is when it comes to the batting unit of Solid Sharks. He needs to stay calm, pick his spot, pick his areas. He understands the game. The smart kid, driven down the ground. Good stop there by the fielder. This time it was Bowler himself. They sneak in another single as we come to the end of power play. 19 runs on the board for no loss.
Ken Mwangi, good spell. 9 for 8. Keeping them quiet. Sian Smith, Stanley Ocheng. 11 for Stanley. 6 for Stian. Great over Kelvin Nganga. Only 1 run came from it. They bring in John Ivayo.
What this tournament, Peter, has brought is not just the opportunity of playing this beautiful game of ours, but now it has encouraged many youngsters to join up. Can see some of the players coming here with their families, with their friends. This part of the world, we need like this, and all this has happened because of our big sponsors all over. As we see Steer Smith going over Anoop, low full toes, well-timed shot there. Steer Smith, Peter, that's what he needs to do. Don't try to muscle the ball. Get the timing right as he gets another golf ticket 4. We're looking at it there. He didn't try to break the ball. All he did was get to the gap over Anoop.
Yes, I knew you won't keep quiet for long. At some point, His runs had to go over the balls first. Smash that. The mid-wicket boundary. I can say that's great fielding, restricting them only for a single.
Johnny Vio taking over from Kevin Nganga. Bowling the off spinners. Nice and full. That is the end of Stanley Ochieng. Clean bowled by Johnny Vio. The Solid Sharks, they lose their first wicket. He missed the ball completely here. It was bowled nice and full. Stumps all over the place. Stanley Ochieng. Very late to get under that ball. He gonna be angry with himself. He was seeing the ball nicely. He was on 11, having faced 9 balls. But now he has to walk back to the pavilion, and that brings in captain himself, Joseph Macharia. Joseph Macharia, very aggressive short young man. He likes feeling the ball on his bat. One of the best players going around. He can play 360. His favorite area is extra cover. I'm sure Johnny Vio is aware of that. They need to readjust. We know what Macharia can do. He starts off, goes over, long on. They might come back for a second. We said Joseph Macharia doesn't waste time. It's either he gets you or you get him. And there, he starts off with a double.
Still steady start from Solid Sharks. I know they would love to have had more, but Blazing Bears are equal to the task. Bowling on a tight line, putting their batsman on the leash.
Last ball of the over. Steven Smith has got somebody under it. This is a big here. This is good catching. Solid Sharks are celebrating. Dismissed Steven Smith for 11. He got frustrated. Blazing Bears, who wanted that big wicket. Steven Smith, solid catching there, very comfortable, and you can see they know what it means to get Steven Smith out, getting frustrated and playing a loose shot. 11 runs from that in balls. But now it's Alex Kihungi who joins his captain Joseph Macharia. Double S on 27 for 2. Still to come, we got Anthony Ndungu and Ryan Omondi and John Kagudi. Butatila is back on the side and Brian Okoth. But now it's Alex Kihungi and Joseph Macharia who are in there looking at the bowling figures. Johnny Vio, 1 over, already 2 wickets in his pocket, conceding only 8 runs. It's will now welcome Duncan Harambe to come from the pavilion end.
Harambe players bring a different kind of mix in this tournament. Competitive edge from Duncan Harambe.
A lot now depends on Joseph Macharia. He's an experienced batsman. A clean hitter of the ball. And again, he gets to a loose shot. Somebody under it. Alvin Obai takes a simple catch. Joseph Macharia is gassing himself. He knows that's what was needed. He has already lost his partner in Cian Smith. He is their main batsman. He needed to bat through the line, the innings. They lose the third wicket. Give credit where it's due. Blazing Bears bowling very nicely here and giving nothing away. And that is making the Solid Sharks batsman get frustrated. And slow walk to the pavilion for the young Joseph Macharia. 3 runs from 3 balls. It's a long walk, I'm sure. The coach there, Quintabel, will not be happy.
Comedy of errors there from Solid Sharks, losing 2 consecutive wickets. Blazing Bears halting the attack. This is Arambe. Great bowling. I like what I see from all these young players. Jimmy, these are academy products. We need to keep guiding them so that they can maintain this kind of form.
A lot of scouting has been happening, Peter. We know the National League just started. A lot of players here. He didn't have a chance to play that. But now, it's a talk in town. Some of these players might get to move to bigger clubs. But this is tournament. Doesn't get bigger than this. It's a very good opportunity. They are watched all over the world. They're marketing themselves nicely. They're gonna be superstars in future. This is what this tournament has brought. Some new faces, new names, to mention but a few. Joseph Macharia has been dismissed. Looking at the future. Future is bright. The bowler who's bowling now, Duncan Harambe. Also, somebody to note. Peter being a seamer, I'm sure today, all throughout this tournament, you have picked and you know you can give feedback. As after this tournament, the team of the tournament will be selected. A follow-up for these youngsters. Another opportunity will be coming. This has been very much appreciated by all involved, mostly by the players themselves, getting to play the game that they love. As we see, Duncan Narambe, last ball coming up, but it's an extra 28 for 3 with a ball to come.
Yes, Duncan Arambe shaping it out. Good outswingers. John Kagudi trying. Oh, chance went down. I was just going to say John Kagudi trying to see if you can put a bet on that. He did, but straight to the slips. Steven Odhiambo was still sleeping. I could not hold that.
That's over number 5 gone. And it's time for Golf Ticket strategic timeout. Golf Ticket, UAE's most trusted online lottery draw, is powering the World Super T10 League. Golf Ticket, sharing a million smiles, is a fully regulated, registered and authorized online lottery draw from the UAE. Buy online and fulfill all your dreams. Log into golfticket.com now and start winning. As you are talking about it, Peter, earlier on, these boys have gotten this opportunity. They are maximizing it, and all this happens through our sponsors, our partners, from D247, Cricketer Trust of India, the Jumbo 365, Billy 777, all those are our sponsors. We thank them for partnering with us and making sure the juniors are taken care of. Bet Brick 7, D247, Wolf 777, World 777, again Winfair 247, Cricketer Trust of India, all those are sponsors. MG Lion, Golf Ticket. This is what happens when they come together and give us this beautiful sponsorship. Taj 777, Bet Brick 7, all these with Cricketer Trust of India, Jumbo 365. All those are our sponsors. Billy 777. Every junior has been given an opportunity. There's an opportunity that they'll never forget. Winfair 247. It's an opportunity that will go down in their lifetime at the start of this match. Look at the field placing again as we have young Kevin coming back to the attack. Solid Sharks have already lost 3 wickets. Solid Sharks, that's our match number 29. Solid Sharks, who are sponsored by Cricket Trust of India, will be coming tomorrow. So next match tomorrow morning.
They play again tomorrow. This guy, they're struggling to stick in. They've already lost 3 wickets. And this is John Kagudi and Alex Kiungi trying to salvage Solid Sharks.
Solid Sharks top 3 batsmen out. Stanley, Stian, and Joseph. Now it's time for Alex and John. They have to face the dangerous Kelvin Nganga, who gives nothing away. He has already bowled 8 balls and only conceded 2 runs. Kevin Nganga, very economical. Alex Kagudi doesn't know what to do with that ball. The Solid Sharks loses their 4th wicket. Kevin Nganga, we talked about him. He gives nothing away. He's a very smart off spinner. This time, he floated up and well beaten. Turn there. Big turn from the finger spinner. Locating. Very good action. Simple work there. He knew from the word go that we land into good areas. Another batsman goes by Alex Kihungi, without scoring, is back to the pavilion after facing 2 balls. Solid Sharks dug out there, in a bit of a panic, bit of a bother, but they trust in Joram Kabi to join in. Looking at his average, that's below 10, striking at 72 and a half. He's facing Kelvin Nganga, who has a wicket already, conceding only 2 runs. Half the over, bowled. He floats up, straight back to him. Peter, this young man, he knows what he's doing. He floats up in the air.
He's already leading the wicket column. And again, is thrown Solid Sharks into a spin. Spanner web there. Joram Kabi scooping it back to the bowler. And he never misses those. Nganga enjoying his time.
The boys of Cricketer Trust of India are a bit in trouble here. But it's because of the great bowling by the D247 boys. Looking at it. Half the team back to the pavilion. Only 30 on the board. It's a 6 over, which is on now. 2 more balls to come. Ryan Omondi. He has a job in hand. He is dealing with Kelvin Nganga, who is looking more and more dangerous as the game continues. Already a double wicket in this over. 2 for 2. A ball to go. This boy, Peter, has been the find of the tournament.
This is great bowling from Kevin Nganga. Ryan Omondi blocking with everything that he has. Still the defense is breached. Ball goes through. No way he could have defended that. Big turn and bounce. Off stump disturbed. This is great bowling from Nganga. This is big turn. Great pitching. The boys are seeing none of the balls.
This is more like chess bowling by the young Nganga. The Solid Sharks will be happy now that his spell is done. 3 wickets for only 2 runs. Look at Kevin Nganga. 20 wickets now for the young man. But Egesa on second. 6 wickets between. This young man has come up and showed what he has. 20 wickets here in the tournament so far. And he's still not yet done. The tournament is still on as we are on match number 28. Johnny Vayo comes from the other end for his second over. They are operating with spinners here, Peter. What Kevin Nganga has done is encourage the other spinners to come into play. 31 for 6. Tries for a big one. Misses everything. You'll have to check whether they touch the bat or not. They'll come back for a second. They'll have to rush in. And yes, they get in there for much 2 needed runs. Solid Sharks. They will need everything to come their way. Projected score is 52. They're on that 3 for 6. Johnny Vayo bowling his third ball.
Played better from Brano Court. John Ivayo. 2 wickets already. And the third one, as John Kaguthi tried to hit that into Kinangop, but he could only get bowled by Johnny Vayo. The spinners are spinning Solid Sharks out of the game. Not a great shot there by John. Golf shot. And he got castled and is back to the pavilion.
This is smart bowling by the Blazing Bears. 7 wickets down. Not a good sight for the Solid Sharks. They're on 34 for 7. Anthony Ndungu has a lot of work to do here. He goes for a defensive one. Remember, it's a 10-over cricket. Because still 3 overs and 1 ball to come. Current run rate is 4.98. But that is not where the issue is. It's on the wickets column where the Solid Sharks have lost 7 of them. Now we have Anthony Ndungu and Brian Okoth trying to salvage the situation here. They will need to dig deep. They will need to be smart. Not much left in their tanks. The Cricketer Trust of India boys, a bit of a bother, looking at the scorecard. 11-11 on top, that is Stanley Oching and Stian Smith. Nothing has come after that. The spinning wizard, John Ivayo and Kelvin Nganga, have given nothing away. In particular, Kevin Nganga, 3 wickets, not much given. And as we look at Ken Mwangi, who is come from the tennis court tent.
This is Ken Mwangi again, running in to Brian Okoth. Solid Sharks tumbling down. They have to try and get at least 250 runs. But doing that, they have to tackle Kevin Mwangi, shipping it away from them. So they have to do something.
Ken Mwangi comes onto the attack. Good captaincy here. Operating. Team well beaten again. They will look at it. They are in so early. They're on 34 for 7. 2 dot balls already.
Their coach trying to shout to get them to push. But the seam is gone. Big bounce into his fingers. He has to see the doctor. But after the treatment, that's the end of him. Yes, the ball first got to his gloves, then to the stumps. He walks away dejected. But this is Blazing Bears trying to stay at the top of the table, not taking prisoners. Big bounce from Ken Mwangi. This is bold.
Very unlucky there for the young fellow. Ball rolling back to the stumps. He has to walk back to the pavilion after scoring only 1 run. His team needed him to stay there. He gave an effort, but not yet good enough. But we have Stephen Dedan that at 34 for 8. We know he can hit them big. But the situation now, he has to get the right balance, whether to consolidate. Remember, it's only 15 balls to come in these innings. 34 for 8. Both batsmen on 0. Ken Mwangi charging in. Stevie D. Remember, the Solid Sharks won the toss and elected to bat first against the Blazing Bears, who are blazing this wicket away. They already have 8. Good shape there by Ken Mwangi. Done himself in the seamer. He would love what he's seeing. He has an opportunity with the ball. But first up, he has to show what he has with the bat. He needs to score a few so that he can have something to defend. 1 ball to go. Big swing again by the big boy. And misses. That's a wicket maiden from Ken Mwangi. Superb bowling there. 2 overs, conceding only 8 runs and getting a wicket. And of over 8. Tomorrow morning, Solid Sharks, who are sponsored by Cricket Trust of India, will be against Raging Reynolds, who are sponsored by Winfair 247. That will be our match number 29 coming tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Still, we have a game on here. Situation whereby the Blazing Bears are tackling the Solid Sharks. Solid Sharks, 34 for 8. Duncan Harambe with a wicket already, running in, driven down the ground. They get a single. It has been long overdue. There they get one after
Jimmy,
a long while.
Jimmy, that's a very clinical performance from Blazing Bears. From the word go, the intention was to keep Sharks quiet. They've bowled very well, given nothing away. Sharks now have to swim themselves out of this trouble and see if they can get a score that they can defend. Good shot there. He has to rush. It is stated. Could have gone for it. I don't know why the fielder is hesitated there, Jimmy. Always try. You never know, they say.
He thought of it. The funny thing is, when he released it, it went direct to the stumps.
Yes, but a bit late from him. Could have shied it at the first time. Good shape again from Marambe.
Good swing there by Duncan Harambe.
Shaping it away from Dedan Steven, who's always happy to see those swings because he's coming back to ball. I said this will take him, and it did. Oh, again. What a ball from Duncan Harambe. Steven Dedan tried to get better on it. 1 for 5 from Duncan Harambe. The dugout not happy there. You can see solid Sharks not looking so solid at the moment.
A slower one this time. The bells didn't move. Big swing there by Stephen Dadan. He wanted to hit this one to Milimani. The ball might have clipped the bells. See the keeper there.
This is the last over. Path Patel coming to bowl it. Johnny Vio, 3 for 10. Calvin Nganga, 3 for 2. Duncan Harambe, 1 for 5. Great bowling performance from the Blazing Bears. They don't top the table for nothing.
Blazing Bears bowl brilliantly. I've seen the wicket seaming around and turn and bounce. And their fielding has been top of the range. As Peter said, that's why they're the leaders. They are hunting as a unit. Led by the man in the ball in the center, that's Path Patel. Didn't have the best of the over earlier on. But his team has come back. Very well struck by the big Dedan. Is it gonna roll away? It's a golf ticket 4. Very well struck by the big Dedan. A much needed 4 for the solid Sharks. It has been long since we last saw a boundary. They haven't been given that chance. This time, flat-batted, all straight through. This fielder could not get there. They get another golf ticket 4. Path Patel, normally very economical. Today, bit on the receiving end. This time, from the bat of Steven Dedan. Again we go. Steve Dedan, the big fellow, Gets his thumbs rattled. Parth Patel enjoys the wicket. After conceding at golf ticket 4, he played all over that ball. The big boy, Dedan, was through with the shot very early. He has now 3 balls to put up his bowling boots. 42 for 9. His solid Sharks. Blazing Bears. Bowling well as Butatila, who decides that he gonna make a contact. Mix up here. Good fielding there by the captain himself. But this time, he misses the sound by an inch.
They are not releasing pressure. Blazing Bears. Sharks onto their last wicket. Hit straight. They only settled for a single. They've managed to go for 2. The weather doesn't look good. This is the last ball from the Blazing Bears. 45 for 9. Solid Sharks. Hit. Out. 45 all out for Solid Sharks. Not so solid today. Blazing Bears will need 46 runs to win. What a performance with the ball from Blazing Bears, Jimmy.
It has been tough coming. It's been a struggle. Still have a chance to come and defend 45. Give credit to Blazing Bears bowling unit. They have hunted together and managed to restrict the Solid Sharks batting unit. 45 all out for the Cricketer Trust of India boys. So the wicket moving around. We'll be back for the chase. Remember, tomorrow morning, Solid Sharks versus the Raging Reynolds. That will be our match number 29. We will be back.
Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a platypus. You know the most incredible thing of all? A holiday here this year is exactly what this place and all of us needs. Australia. Whoever came up with this place deserves a real pat on the back. I mean, think about it. There are birds who can laugh, mammals who can sing, waterfalls that can fall both ways, and 126 different shops that all reckon they sell the world's best pie. There are walls that can tell stories, cities that start where the waves end, and there's a lot of nothing, which is actually really something. You've got rivers that can wash your worries away, bush that knows how to bounce back. I heard about places where you can fly, kayak, or wade to lunch and get served a delicious beverage by a guy called Jeff. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual name, but gee, that sounds like a pretty incredible day. This is a place that took a look at the rulebook and said, nah, here's a place.
Welcome back to Tide 77 World Super T10 Cricket League match number 28. This is powered by Gulf Ticket. This is Blazing Bears powered by D247 versus Solid Sharks powered by Cricada Trust of India. The question is 46 needed of 60 balls. Blazing Bears have to chase that to stay at the top of the table. Jimmy, what do you think?
Ranches here, seeing it's not the easiest of wickets to bat on. There is something on the wicket. What Blazing Bears have done is simplify the game. They have stuck to their plans. As we see the two teams walking in. Solid Sharks, they'll need to come up with big plans. It's a defendable score, but only if you stick to those basics. You see. Steven Omwogo Odhiambo, after missing last game due to a commitment, he's back to open the batting. With Johnny Vile for company. Johnny Vile, normally the batsman who is tasked by rotating the strike. Steven Odhiambo will play the scoreboard man. He didn't have a good start first half of the tournament. He's facing Stian Smith, who opened the batting. Now he's opened the bowling. They are trying to exploit the pitch on that, the turn on that pitch. 46 in 60 balls.
You have seen this script for a very long time, where the captain and the coach always feels if they are taken out with spin, they start with spin. How will Blazing Bears handle the spin? They need 46 runs of the 60 balls.
.46 was needed. Might come here to DL, Peter. Looks a bit gloomy outside.
Yeah, the good thing with the Nakuru weather, unpredictable. Nobody can know if it rains here or not.
Hey, come boy, come boy, come boy. Stamp to stamp boy.
Stian Smith starts off with a wide one. Yes, we have seen there is turn. He needs to get closer to the batter. It's 45.
Come on boy,
Not much. Another wide by the young Stian Smith.
Trying to get the spin.
Oh yeah, keep
That's better. They have to get Johnny Vire and Steven Odhiambo out very quickly. They need the wickets. They need to keep them quiet. They don't have much to play with. Only 46 runs to win. They had 45 on the board. They need now 44 runs of 58 balls. Not too much time to... Oh, it's going... Oh, what a catch! What a catch. Good start for Solid Sharks. Getting the first wicket. Johnny Vire goes. Think that's Alex Kiungi. One hand. Good catch.
One-handed. Good stretch there. My money, Peter, is no Solid Sharks. If they keep on picking this wicket, they're going to bring the game to a close here. This is a big wicket now walking in. It's Parth Patel, who is coming to join Steve Odhiambo. Parth Patel, very experienced boy, the captain of the side, with the highest of 38, healthy average, and a very good strike rate. He doesn't waste much of the balls. He's an accumulator. He's facing Stian Smith, who balls is a bit short. They look for a one. That's how that's how Parth Patel plays. Every ball he tries to convert it to a single. He doesn't waste many balls, and he's off and running.
Sian Smith, 1 for 3. He's going to...
As we look at their field setting here, Peter, with the lefty in place, they got a deep mid wicket, they got a long on. Those are the only two fielders outside. This good field setting by the Solid Sharks.
Okay, he's not afraid to give it a flight. He's looking for the turn. He's looking for the wickets. He has to entice the batsman. Oh, criminal to be inside the circle and give a single. It's not a day to do that. It's a day to save every run. They have to be alert, these Solid Sharks. 42 needed, 54 balls.
Still on match number 28. 42 runs, 54 balls. Parth Patel with Stephen Odhiambo. Stian Smith has finished one over. He has a wicket off Ivayo. They are looking to defend. Run rate required 4.67. The BB with their captain inside there, batting with Steve Odhiambo. Mr. Omwogo will be facing Anthony D. Anthony Ndongo, well known as Tonizo, running in. Starts off with a good one. Dot ball. They need this dot ball to create pressure. They need this dot ball to up the required run rate. Every dot ball counts here. Both. Mostly when it comes to the Cricketer Trust of India boys. Big swing from the bat of Stephen Odhiambo. Is it gonna run away? Good chase there. They'll come back for the third one. They have to hurry. Parth Patel, a very good runner in between the wickets. Makes it comfortably. Get 3 runs. Once again, you see the big swing there. Good retrieve. Never giving up. These are the Solid Sharks. They know they're going to fight it out each and every run here. Parth Patel very quick. Stephen Odhiambo struck it very well there. Anthony Ndungu on the charge. Again, simple game plan for Parth Patel. He rotates the strikes very well. He's a smart cricketer. He knows what's needed. He's aware of the situation. Stephen Odhiambo equally experienced. This time he comes for it, drives it down the ground. Will beat the fielder. Solid drive for a golf ticket 4. Well driven down the ground by Steven Odhiambo Mogo.
Antonin Ndungu should know that this wicket helps the pace bowlers, but you can't really bowl full to Steven Odhiambo. If you hit the right areas, you extract. There you go. That's better from him already.
Aleki kuja.
9 runs so far from this over. Again, simple game plan. Nudge around for another couple of runs. Parth Patel doesn't force things up. He plays comfortable cricket. Come over number 2. 15 for 1. Steven Odhiambo 9. Parth Patel on 4. Situation now here. 31 runs needed from 48 balls. Out batsman Johnny Vayo. Still to come. They got Anudeep Sharma to follow. But up there is Steve Odhiambo and Parth Patel.
Sweep from Steve Odhiambo, but it's a wide. You can't get it to it. 31 needed, 48 balls. Not enough runs by Solid Sharks.
Might be not the score they were looking for, but you never know with this game. 1 wicket here. If they're gonna look to get 1 or 2 wickets here, and then put back pressure. Again, Parth Patel doing what he does best. Getting another single to frustrate the Solid Sharks fielders. They need to understand Parth is just touching and running. The infield fielders, they should be knowing now what's happening. Steve Odhiambo is one. Now facing and tries to go for it. He misses out. Another dot for Steven Smith.
This is 29 needed of 45 balls. Solid Sharks trying to repair the damage, but Steve Odhiambo has other ideas. Golf ticket 4 through the covers to reduce it to 3 per over.
It's good striking there by Steve Odhiambo, all the way for a golf ticket 4. Blazing Bears are in charge here today. Steve Smith dropped a bit short. They are taking a quick single here. Overthrow by Masharia. This is poor cricket here by Solid Sharks. Runs away for 5 runs. Five runs given there. That is poor from the Solid Sharks keeper. But there should be somebody covering. Misdirected throw. But their awareness of the middle fielder. They just let it roll. It's 26 for 1. Just 20 runs needed in 43 balls.
Oh no. This is not good news for Solid Sharks. More free runs. That's a wide. They can't really afford to give this away.
That one was Stian Smith forcing it out. Way out of the reach. As we look if the ball did roll to the boundary. Today the outfield is a bit slow. We had some showers. Very good stop by the young man. I thought it was safe, Peter. I think
Looks very close to me. But they saved that.
this time now the fielder as now end of power play. And
17 needed of 42 balls. Blazing Bears cruising nicely. No hiccups. Tian, 2 overs, 18 runs, 1 wicket. Anthony Ndungu, first over was expensive, 11 runs. They brought in Stephen Dedan to try and repair that.
we saw a bit of same movement when you're coming from the pavilion end. Stephen Dedan is the leading seamer for the Solid Sharks. He comes against Stephen Odhiambo. Big bounce there by the big fellow. Dedan, Stephen, Omondi Jatello. He's Solid Sharks. They need a wicket here. They need 17 runs in 41 balls. Those are the Blazing Bears. Stephen Odhiambo batting on 19. It's a big ball here. Outside edge. But falls safe. No slip in place. Stephen Odhiambo get a single to bring in Path Patel.
Right areas by Dedan. That's the areas you bowl in this wicket. Extracting some bounce. Hitting the batsman's gloves. The bowlers always feel good when they do that. Again, Dedan. The direction, not good. But the length is where he should be playing at. It's where he should be letting the ball go. Target 46. 16 runs needed of 39 balls.
Dedan, who comes from a family. Big genes, strong lead.
Yeah, ball. Well.
Right length again for Dedan. This is good. This is good. This is good length from Dedan. Through to Masharia. This is what you get when you hit the right areas. The pitch like this. You should know which areas to hit. Dedan has settled for one. Let's see if he'll stick with that length. Yes, Dedan. Nice legs, nice wheels, good ball. They need wickets, but they will welcome dot balls. And especially if Dedan is bowling like that, it will bring some pressure, and in the end, they'll get the wickets they need. Again, Dedan beating the bat to finish the over. 30 for 1, 16 needed of 36 balls.
Four of us gone. 16 runs needed from 36 balls. 30 is where we stand. Blazing Bears showing why they are the top team there with 14 points. Against Solid Sharks, who have played a game less. This game today is top of the table. The two top teams coming against each other on our match number 28. As we see the introduction, Anthony Ndungu coming again for his second over. Target is 46 runs. Stephen Odhiambo batting on 20. And he starts off with a cracker. Good effort there by Stanley. Well struck. You don't know whether to call it a catch drop or a boundary saved. Whichever way you want to go about it, it's good effort by the fielder. But those are the chances that needs to be taken when you only have 16 to defend. Again, Anthony Ndungu hitting the deck hard. Steve Odhiambo equal to it. Another dot ball. The required run is just below 3 and over. 34 balls still remaining. Remember, it's Double S who won the toss and elected to bat first. Again, Dong runs in. Again, Steve Odhiambo. Peter Ongono talked about seam movement here. These two seamers, they are hitting the deck hard. Previous over, Dedan one was on money. Anthony Ndungu, he's copy pasting. Another dot ball. 4 dot balls in a row. You never give up. A fighter in Anthony Ndungu. Save Steve Odhiambo there. Getting his base. Getting his base. This is good bowling by Anthony Ndungu. 5 dot balls in a row.
Yes, great piece of bowling from the young man. First over, he was a bit expensive. This time round, he's hitting the right area, asking the right questions. There again. Or a maiden from Anthony Ndungu. 16 runs off 30 balls.
Now that brings us to Golf Ticket strategic timeout. Golf Ticket, UAE's most trusted online lottery draw, is powering World Super T10 League. Golf Ticket, sharing a million smiles, is a fully regulated, registered and authorized online lottery draw from the UAE. Buy online and fulfill all your dreams. Log in to golfticket.com now and start winning.
Yeah, there on the strategic timeout. You can see Cricada, Trust of India, Jumbo 365, Bailey 777, Windfair 247. Those are some of our sponsors. We have Taj 777, Bedbricks 7, Bailey 777, D247, Wolf 777, World 777, Windfair 777, Cricada Trust of India, Jumbo 365, MG Lion, Golf Ticket, Bailey 777, World 777, D247, Golf Ticket, Tide 777, BetBricks 7.
The big sponsors, Cricket Trust of India, being part of us, Jumbo 365, Bailey 777, Windfair 247. Those are our partners. Coming up tomorrow morning is Solid Sharks, who are sponsored by Cricket Trust of India, versus the Raging Rhinos, who are taken care of by Windfair 247.
Back with Steven Dedan, and is back to his length. Only one run. No run from the first over. Hitting the right area. Asking the right questions. This is Steven Dedan to Path Patel, who is on 5 after 10 balls. Steven Odhiambo is on 20 after 18 balls. They need 16 runs of 29 balls. Hit that down to fine leg, not to third man for a single. Anthony Ndongo taking his time, thinking he's on holiday, and they pick second run.
He was taking ice cream there. The ball ran to him. He trashed him. You know, Path Patel is a good runner between the wickets. You can see it again. He keeps the fielders alert. He's not the biggest of the fellows around, but he scores his runs. Harasses all through. Steven Odhiambo striking well on 20 from 18. Just 13 runs needed in 27 overs. Steven Dedan, the boy from Kiamaiko. This is over the top. Will it go for a boundary? That's another golf ticket 4 from Steven Odhiambo, and moves the Blazing Bears closer. Now what they need is below double figures here. The Blazing Bears are up, almost there, but you never know. The Solid Sharks here, they'll need to come up with something different. Good play. They might look for a second one, but this time Stanley is in place. Good return throw. 38 for 1. Only 8 needed. From 25 balls. No hurry. You got all the time. Again, Denal runs in. Again. This time he drifts down the leg. A wide call.
Need only 7 runs, Blazing Bears, to stay on top of the table. Solid Sharks, the Cricket Trust of India, struggling to win this one. Tedan finishing with a dot ball. 7 runs needed of 24 balls. 39 for 1 after 6 overs.
Captain takes matters in his own hands. Masharia, the captain, takes the ball. He bowls rollers. He ain't sure today. Whether he's going to come up with spinners. But I can see where Stian Smith is standing. This means Masharia today is going to bowl his medium pace. He hasn't bowled an over throughout the tournament. He has been doing the work of keeping. But today, see all the areas covered. Masharia. Here comes Joseph Masharia. Again, well struck by Stephen Odhiambo. He might come back for a second. Easily done. Only 5 runs needed. From the 5. 5 runs needed now. Looks very easy here for the Blazing Bears. Enough balls to come.
Good shot there from Stephen Odhiambo. But they get only 2 from that. Only 3 needed of 22 balls. Sharia trusting himself with the ball. Again, a dot ball there. It's running away from them. They have to pick it up tomorrow. This is Blazing Bear being brutal today. Keeping Solid Sharks at bay. Yes. Another dot ball, which will not worry Blazing Bears. They only need 3 runs of 20 balls. It is their time to shine, Blazing Bears. They'll stay on top of the table. Another dot ball again. Good bowling from Masharia. A little bit too late, as only 3 runs is needed. They have 21 balls to do that. And Blazing of Stephen Odhiambo, who was on 29. Shot, no run. 43 for 1 after 7 overs.
Seven of us gone. 43 for 1. Three runs still needed from 18 balls. As they get to consult each other there. Who to come and bowl? Seen the game of today, Peter. Blazing Bears were very clinical with the ball. As we look at it, with 3 runs needed, the field placing, all the fielders brought up by Masharia, trying to save. James Butatila. Butatila. Ball shot. And that's the way you finish up the game with a golf ticket for Path Patel bat. Blazing Bears win by 9 wickets here. Very clinical, solid performance. Looking at it, best shot. Path equal to the task. Solid play. 100% today. By the Blazing Bears performance. Led by Stephen Odhiambo with the bat. Earlier on with Kevin Mwangi with the ball. Kevin Nganga bowled brilliantly for his 3 wickets. Solid Sharks had no answer. And we came to the chase. As you can see the scorecard here. Stephen Odhiambo not out on 29. In the company of his captain. Only Steer Smith who got a wicket. But there was no big total to chase. There was no hurry. Kevin Nganga was a star performer with the ball for the Blazing Bears. Stephen Odhiambo was a star performer with the bat. As we look at what's coming up next, tomorrow, match number 29, is Solid Sharks, who are sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India, against the Raging Rhinos, who was taken care of by Winfair 247. That is our match tomorrow morning, match number 29. We are in the business end of the tournament. As now we move to wait for the presentation ceremony.
Yes, this is Taj 777 World Super T10 Cricket League. Match number 28 just ended. Blazing Bears beating Solid Sharks for today's match. We're going to call Solid Sharks captain to take us through today's game. Samasharia, not a good day in office. Where do you think you can improve?
I think our first inning when we were batting, it didn't go well as we expected. So I think we have one more game to play. I think we'll redeem ourselves and win ourselves second position. So
Your fans were fancying you going all the way to the finals without losing any match. You have lost 2 already. You're playing tomorrow. What do you promise the fans?
we'll come back strong. Yeah.
That's Masharia from Solid Sharks. We have Pat Patel from the Blazing Bears, who are powered by D247. Great win.
Yes, excellent from the boys, bowling first. So I think Aga was exceptional. The spinners came through, and we stuck to our fielding. Our fielding was much better today compared to the last game, so very happy.
Yeah, your team started on a shaky ground in the first few games, but now you're gaining strength and strength. Do you fancy yourself in the finals?
Yes, 100%. Hopefully, if the boys continue playing the way they're going, I think we'll get there and hopefully try win.
Good luck on the next one and good luck in the finals if you make it. That was the Taj 777 presentation for the game number 28 between Blazing Bears, powered by D247, and Solid Sharks, Cricada Trust of India. We see you tomorrow for the game number 29. See you soon.